Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking was a renowned physicist and cosmologist who made groundbreaking contributions to our understanding of the universe, despite being diagnosed with a debilitating disease at a young age. Hawking was born on January 8, 1942, in Oxford, England, to Frank and Isabel Hawking. As a child, he was intelligent and curious, but he did not excel in school. He did, however, develop a love of science and math at an early age. In 1959, Hawking began his studies at University College, Oxford, where he initially studied physics but later switched to mathematics. In 1962, he began his graduate studies in cosmology at Trinity College, Cambridge. During this time, he was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a degenerative disease that affects the nerves that control muscles, and was given only a few years to live. Despite his diagnosis, Hawking continued to work and study, earning his PhD in 1966. He began to develop his groundbreaking theories about black holes and the origins of the universe, which would become the foundation of his life's work. In 1974, Hawking's work on black holes led him to propose the theory of Hawking radiation, which suggests that black holes emit particles and eventually evaporate. This theory challenged established views of black holes and provided a new understanding of the relationship between quantum mechanics and general relativity. Hawking continued to work and publish throughout his career, authoring many books and scientific papers. In 1988, he published his best-known work, A Brief History of Time, which introduced his theories to a wider audience and became a bestseller. As his disease progressed, Hawking became increasingly reliant on technology to communicate and move. He used a wheelchair and a computerized voice synthesizer to speak, and his public appearances often drew large crowds and media attention. Despite his physical limitations, Hawking remained an active researcher and public figure until his death on March 14, 2018, at the age of 76. He continued to inspire and challenge scientists and the public alike, leaving behind a legacy of groundbreaking research and an enduring fascination with the mysteries of the universe. After completing his PhD, Hawking worked as a research fellow at Gonville and Caius College at Cambridge, where he continued to develop his theories on black holes and the origins of the universe. He eventually became a professor of mathematics at the University of Cambridge in 1979, a position he held for over 30 years. In addition to his groundbreaking research, Hawking was also known for his work popularizing science and making it accessible to the general public. He wrote many popular science books, including The Universe in a Nutshell and The Grand Design, and made numerous appearances on television and in films, including a guest role on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Hawking was also known for his sense of humor and his willingness to engage in debate on a wide range of topics, including the existence of God, the potential for time travel, and the dangers of artificial intelligence. Throughout his life, Hawking received numerous awards and honors for his contributions to science, including the Albert Einstein Medal, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and the Companion of Honor, one of the highest honors in the UK. Despite his many achievements, Hawking faced significant challenges throughout his life, both from his illness and from the limitations placed on him as a person with a disability. He was often frustrated by the lack of access to buildings and facilities, and he frequently spoke out about the need for greater support and understanding for people with disabilities. Despite these challenges, Hawking continued to work and inspire others until his death in 2018. His legacy as a brilliant scientist, an advocate for people with disabilities, and a public intellectual continues to inspire people around the world. Hawking was married twice and had 3 children. His first marriage was to Jane Wilde in 1965, with whom he had 2 sons and a daughter. The couple separated in 1990 and divorced in 1995. In 1995, Hawking married his nurse, Elaine Mason, but the marriage ended in divorce in 2006. Hawking was an atheist and did not believe in an afterlife. However, he was interested in the intersection of science and religion and believed that they could coexist. In 2010, he caused controversy by suggesting that the laws of physics made the existence of God unnecessary. In addition to his scientific and popular work, Hawking was also an advocate for a number of social and political causes. He was a vocal critic of the Iraq War and called for disarmament and a peaceful resolution to conflicts. He was also an advocate for the right to die, arguing that people with terminal illnesses should be able to end their own lives on their own terms. In his final years, Hawking continued to work and inspire others, despite his declining health. He traveled extensively, including trips to Antarctica and the International Space Station, and gave many public lectures and interviews. He also continued to work on scientific research, including a project to map the entire known universe. Hawking's death in 2018 was met with an outpouring of grief and tributes from around the world. He was remembered as a brilliant scientist, a champion for people with disabilities, and a public intellectual who inspired and challenged people to think deeply about the mysteries of the universe. In addition to his contributions to science and his advocacy for people with disabilities, Hawking was also involved in a number of cultural and artistic pursuits. He was a fan of classical music and attended many concerts and operas throughout his life. He was also an avid reader of literature and enjoyed works by authors such as Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, and Anthony Trollope. Hawking was the subject of several documentaries and biographical works, including the 2014 film The Theory of Everything, which was based on his life and relationship with his first wife, Jane Wilde. The film was a critical and commercial success and won several awards, including an Academy Award for Best Actor for Eddie Redmayne's portrayal of Hawking. Despite his worldwide fame and recognition, Hawking remained humble and down-to-earth, often joking about his own limitations and the challenges he faced due to his disability. He was known for his quick wit and his ability to make complex scientific concepts accessible to a wide audience, earning him a reputation as one of the most important scientific communicators of his time. Hawking's contributions to science and his advocacy for people with disabilities have had a lasting impact on the world. He inspired generations of scientists and non-scientists alike with his vision of a universe governed by simple, elegant laws and his unwavering commitment to exploring its mysteries. His life and work serve as a testament to the power of human curiosity, determination, and resilience in the face of adversity. Despite his physical limitations, Hawking was an accomplished athlete in his youth. He was a member of the Oxford rowing team and enjoyed playing rugby and cricket. He was also a member of the Oxford University Air Squadron and learned to fly gliders, a passion he continued throughout his life. Hawking's research on black holes and the origins of the universe led him to develop a number of groundbreaking theories that revolutionized our understanding of the cosmos. His work on black holes, in particular, challenged long-held beliefs about the nature of these mysterious objects and helped to shed light on the fundamental properties of the universe. Throughout his life, Hawking was deeply committed to promoting scientific education and literacy. He frequently gave public lectures and appeared on television and radio programs to discuss his work and share his passion for science with the public. He also worked to improve science education in schools and universities around the world, advocating for greater funding and resources for scientific research and discovery. In addition to his scientific and cultural pursuits, Hawking was also a devoted family man. He was close with his children and grandchildren and enjoyed spending time with them whenever possible. He also had a close relationship with his sister, Mary, who was a nurse and helped to care for him during his illness. Despite his numerous accomplishments, Hawking remained humble and grounded throughout his life. He saw himself as a small part of a much larger universe and was always eager to learn and explore new ideas and concepts. His legacy as a scientist, educator, and advocate for people with disabilities continues to inspire people around the world to this day. In 1985, Hawking contracted pneumonia while on a trip to Switzerland. His condition was so severe that he required a tracheotomy, which left him unable to speak without the aid of a computerized voice synthesizer. Despite this setback, he continued to work and communicate using the computer, which became his primary means of expressing his ideas and interacting with others. Throughout his career, Hawking was a prolific author and researcher, publishing numerous books and papers on a wide range of topics in physics and cosmology. Some of his most well-known works include A Brief History of Time, The Universe in a Nutshell, and The Grand Design, which explored some of the most fundamental questions about the nature of the universe and the laws that govern it. In addition to his scientific and cultural pursuits, Hawking was also an advocate for disability rights and worked to improve accessibility and accommodations for people with disabilities. He served as a patron of several organizations, including the Motor Neurone Disease Association, and was vocal about the need for greater support and resources for people with disabilities. Hawking was also a proponent of the idea that humanity must explore and colonize other planets in order to ensure our survival as a species. He believed that the continued growth of technology and our understanding of the universe would make interstellar travel and colonization possible in the future, and he urged people to work towards this goal. Hawking passed away on March 14, 2018, at the age of 76. His death was widely mourned by the scientific community and the public at large, who recognized him as one of the greatest minds of his generation and a champion of scientific literacy and discovery. Stephen Hawking was an exceptional scientist and thinker whose groundbreaking work in the fields of physics and cosmology revolutionized our understanding of the universe. Despite facing immense physical challenges due to his motor neuron disease, he persevered and continued to make important contributions to scientific research and education throughout his life. His dedication to promoting scientific literacy and advocating for disability rights has left a lasting impact on the world, inspiring future generations to pursue knowledge and discovery. Stephen Hawking's life and legacy serve as a reminder of the power of the human mind and the importance of pushing the boundaries of what we know and understand about the universe. Thank you for watching. If you would like to obtain the documents that contain the texts we use in the videos, please help us with a subscription on our Patreon page. You will also help us to continue making more videos. Learning personal development will give you peace and well-being in your life. Please subscribe and give it a like if you liked it. Don't forget to check the video description to find more information that may interest you. Learn English with personal development. Goodbye.